Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the round 7 edition of the Football Town Show. And first up, Jose Portillo and his determined CF Brunswick squad will go up against the battle-hardened Iggy Filipovic and Micklem FC. And then Lucas Krul will look to get his FC Carlton finally up and running as he goes up against his old friends Andre Carr and Pasco Vale. And then Tomo Grigic's Metropolitan will look to continue their good form against Fernando De Moraes' Fitzroy. His young team looks to bounce back after a couple of losses. And it's yet another return for Moreland as Burakan Kocha comes back for Moreland. And Nicholas Silvestri makes his debut in the V-League for Ashburton. And then Yakin Jimenez, one of the young stars of last season, goes head-to-head with Gabby Lucena from Vic Vipers. And Vadim Mazurski, had a bout of osteoitis pubis, returns to the V-League also against Adam Alisevich and Brimbank. Before we move on, ladies and gents, let's take a look at last week's results. Hume were definitely too good for Moreland in the big derby there. Carlton got a rare win over Micklem, their first of the season. Pasco Vale also claimed wins with Metropolitan and CF Brunswick over Vic Vipers in the match of the round. As we dip into the round 7 action, first up was Micklem taking on CF Brunswick. And Brunswick, who are in red hot form after a great win over the Vipers, they started off in fine fashion. Although less could be said for Iggy Filipovic, who gifted Brunswick the 1-0 lead with an own goal. And it looked like it wasn't going to be Iggy Filipovic's afternoon as he gave the side ball directly to Cameron Holmes, who fired unopposed at the goalkeeper. 2-0 down, they needed a bit of magic, and they got that from Little Iranian Kazim Majburi, who transferred from Pasco Vale in the weeks earlier. The score was soon 2-1, and the battle was heating up. But Jose Portillo, you can't leave him that close to goal and not expect him to punish you. And that's exactly what he did. Just as Brunswick restored their 2-goal buffer, they seemed to drop their heads. And Tom Fitzpatrick should have reduced the deficit before half-time. At the start of the second half, Nanayor threatened to blow Micklem out of the water. Luckily, their keeper was on their guard, as was Brendan Chedd, saving from point-blank range from Iggy Filipovic, who had a lot to make up for from his earlier mistakes. And he'd lost the ball yet again in defence, this time flowing to Jose Portillo. Portillo, as he did in the first half, made no mistake from close range and extending Brunswick's lead to a further 3 goals. And wouldn't you know it, the South American live wire was at it yet again, this time setting up a delightful run for Antonis Apostolakis, who simply had to tap into the back post. Brunswick was seeming to get their act together, and Felipe Tadashi, another recruit that was brought in the off-season, added a goal to steady the ship for the Bloods. But in the V-League, once you take your foot off the pedal, you are bound to get punished, and that's exactly what happened as Mazinovic made a delightful run to latch onto the side ball. From the immediate kick-off, Lachlan Campbell dispossessed Nanayor from the middle and toe-poked his way to a 6-3 scoreline. But who else to finish off the game than Jose Portillo, who collects the 3 votes as the man of the match.
Yeah, Felipe's been quality. He's taken some training sessions and really helped the boys out. Jose's one of us. He went to Pasco Vale. He obviously learnt a lot at Pasco Vale. It's good to have him back. And that also got Cam and that in, and we added Clint as well. So we've started to get a good team together.
The next game on the card was an absolute blockbuster as Metropolitan FC, the high-flying top 4 aspirants, took on Fernando De Moraes' Fitzroy. Although the fabulous Brazilian didn't turn up in the first half, and Tomo Grigic and Metropolitan decided to seize their opportunity as they knew the Brazilian was on his way. 1-0 up, Metropolitan had to keep applying the pressure, and they did so. A delightful through ball from Alia Redzepovic set up Alia Karic. Metropolitan was soon looking very comfortable at 2-0, and Dino Redzepovic shrugged off the Fitzroy pressure to find Alia Redzepovic, his brother, in the D, where he does most of his damage, and Metropolitan was soon cruising at a 3-0 scoreline. Dino Redzepovic with a delightful layoff to Yusuf Avdic. These two boys read themselves delightfully well, and it paid off yet again. This young Fitzroy side were finding it hard to deal with the physicality of Metropolitan, but it didn't seem to faze one of the older members of the group, Ben Monteleone, as he registered Fitzroy's first. But the youngsters' joy was short-lived as poor marking let them down. Tomo Grigic got on the score sheet for Metropolitan yet again. And it was Grigic's defensive partner, Yusuf Avdic, who joined Grigic on a double. The Metropolitan players all getting on the score sheet and doing damage. But it was Grigic who was proving the biggest handful to deal with as he took a delightful roll over the ball past Sillies for the 7-1 lead. But Ben Monteleone wasn't done yet as his delightful free kick gave Fitzroy a slight chance at half-time. At the start of the second half, Fitzroy got their wish. Fernando De Moraes returned to the lineup and he made an immediate impact, scoring in the early minutes. The score was 7-3. They had their tails up, and especially when De Moraes rounded Felipe Blay with ease, it was clear that Fitzroy were a different team under the Brazilian. With the score now at 7-4, it was clear Metropolitan was scared. They had to be on their toes. De Moraes' chip just missing the goal here, but all's Metro's nerves were put to rest as the man of the moment, Tomo Grigic, equalised with a delightful run at the back post to make it 8-4. And it has been known around the traps that Fitzroy had been doing some training under De Moraes, and Fusca's goal was direct evidence of that, although they just fell short.
Yeah, it was a very good performance by us. Looks like Metro's gone pretty strong this year. We hope we can keep it going. Started off easy. Fernando came in, changed the game. You know, we were a bit on the back foot in the end, but, you know, we got the result, and, yeah, we're celebrating, so it's good.
Fitzroy's first goal of the night League Premiership.
And dribbling through and a big save there by Minogue.
Simsek! Oh, no, Simsek! They had to try Metro, they had to go for it. So below, it's a run to Paris. Oh, it's a good save for it.
And Jurko Avdic, who scores an absolute ripper of a goal. Lascaris knew nothing about that.
Hi, I'm Dana. You're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 7 match of the round featuring Pascoe Vale FC and FC Carlton. FC Carlton have improved significantly since the start of the season, and they could put Pascoe Vale through their paces today. If you go down to the coin toss, Andre Caro and Janine Aiden tossing the coin. If you look at the lineups here, Joao da Silva out injured today, pretty standard lineup for him. Only Johnny Tias is known, the only inclusion. While for Carlton Hart, their lineup is pretty stock standard itself. As we take you down to the game, enjoy. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Pascoe Vale taking on FC Carlton. The sides meeting for the first time since last year's Clubs Cup quarter-final. Pascoe Vale got the wood over them that day. Can Carlton change the score today? Sufi early on, he'll play Caro, and it's 1-0. In the blink of an eye, Andre Caro opens the scoring, and Pascoe Vale leading 1-0. Let's see him go again, Bodo. He plays in Palati, who slotted in Bodo. Bodo back to Breno Palati, and it's through the legs of Jose. And Palati pointing to Joao da Silva's shirt, which he is sporting today, as a celebration for that goal. 2-0 now. Pascoe Vale taking complete control of this game. Cruel, yet to have an impact. Caro taking the role of marking him, and Kanjo all spilled to him. Bison with a save. Rajab, Aiden hit that. Big strike by Janine Aiden, but this is a chance here for Kanjo. Bison alert to it. An 8-inch strike going just wide. Had venom on it. Still 2-0, Cruel looking for a pass. He finds Shav and Rajab. And now Rajab and a foul by Johnny T. So they set this up now. Cruel to Gustus, and Bisa falling away off balance. Good save by Chem Bisa. Still 2-0, Pascoe Vale leading this game. Rajab, he's their leading scorer so far this season. 8 goals, almost. Got another there. Now Rajab again. He played it down the line. Cruel, good ball. 18 just over. Terrific ball by Lucas Cruel. And 18 put it high and wide. Caro, Sufi. Pascoe Vale getting their rotations going. Johnny T. On the pitch now, hasn't had a huge impact on the game. Sufi losing out. Rajab will hit it first time, and it's in. Well, against the run of play, Pascoe Vale concede. Sufi losing the ball, and Rajab putting it in the bottom corner. 2-1, and they're right in this now. Benny will bring this back in. Carlton trying to make a match of this. Cruel Goes all the way back. Garcia. Now it's Gustus who laid it across. Palati came sliding in. Oh, Rajab with a little nutmeg and Mitchell's here across. Benim, Rajab, Gustus. Oh, that's a huge chance. Stephen Gustus blowing it. Open goal. Couldn't put it in as Sufi dribbling through. Nutmeg on Rajab. Sufi, no one on the post. End-to-end stuff here as Rajab created all this play. Benim played him in and Gustus really had to finish here. They were gone, Pascoe Vale. And then Sufi on the break. Firing it across, no one there. Evangelistic. Aladi right over the top, Sufi. 3-1. Easy as you like, Sofian Sufi. Putting that away, good ball by Palati. And he puts it past Garcia for 3-1. Kanjo. Benny. Ooh, and had his pass at Kanjo there. Could have been dangerous as Palati holding him off and laying it back, but that's half time. Pascoe Vale going with a 2-goal advantage. They lead 3-1. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half now, ladies and gentlemen. Pascoe Vale leading at 3-1. Weiser playing Palati down the line. He beats Rajab and through Cool's legs, and it's in. You should say that had to be better goalkeeping there from Jose Garcia. But Palati running the length of the field, beat Rajab there, beat Krul, and then it's into the back of the net. 4-1 the lead now. Palati with a double, Caro and Sufi with the others. As Sofian Sufi will dribble inside, still going, running through 4 of them. Couldn't get through that time. Kanjo 1-on-1 with Bodo. Rolling and hitting it, and now Rajab. Weiser has had a good game, stopping anything he's had to. And that's a good save there, and the reaction to get up, make this save even better from Chem Weiser. Benim, Kanjo, swing and a miss. Johnny T, Caro, now Palati will wind up, saved by Garcia. Here's Krul. Lucas Krul driving through, almost hit Rajab. The hit from Palati, carried away by Garcia. Johnny T. Palati. Caro. Flick down the line, Palati. This time, Garcia had the legs closed. And now Krul, opening it right up. Kanjo, his toe pokes over the top. Krul took 2 of them away, laid off Kanjo, but he had to do better. Jab to bring it in from the sideboard, Kanjo. Wide for Benim, and Carlton get one back. Add some respectability to the scoreline. Krul is carried away by Weiser. Good strike by Lucas Krul. Late in the game now, not long left. Benim, one back by Caro. Krul just puts it out of play, and that should be the game. 4-1 winners, Pascoe Vale run out, and they stay top of the V-League Premiership for another week. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, as we go down to the interview.
With Pascoe Vale new recruit Jonathan, mate, how did you find your first game in the V-League?
Nós estamos aqui com o Jonathan. Primeiro jogo da... O que você achou da V-League? Primeiro jogo do reforço do Pascoe Vale.
Foi um ótimo jogo. Infelizmente eu não estou no meu melhor preparo físico ainda, mas isso é uma questão de tempo. E é isso aí, muito bom, realmente gostei. Enjoy very much.
It was a great game. I was not in my best fitness performance, but I think I enjoyed it, and it will just get better as the games go by.
Through the middle, and T, saved by Blade.
Past Chan, gets his second goal of the game. The dangerous left foot of Maxi Avram. Always have to know the ball is going to Avram down that line. Slovacek, Josh Slovacek! What a goal! He put him straight back. And Brunswick draw level.
The big strike there and a great save by Digby.
My name is Kay, You're watching the Football Town Show. Go Futsal!
Welcome back to the Round 7 edition of the Football Town Show, ladies and gents, where we wrap up the final clashes of the night. And the next game on the card saw Moreland FC, who are having a rough start to their season, go up against Ashburton, who are looking to consolidate their top 4 position. And in such an important game for both sides, neither wanted to give an inch. The keeper's playing a pivotal role early on, having to make vital saves. Burkan Kocha, on his return to V-League action, calling Lorenzo De Paris into a fine save, but he couldn't help but blast over the top in his next opportunity. As time ticked away in the first half, Ashburton turned to their 5th man tactic, Mohamed Al Gharabi unable to slot in from close range. And surprisingly, it was a half chance from defender Tanner Korkmaz, which became the best chance of the half. After a scoreless first half, someone had to make a move in the second, and it was Mo Mata and Ashburton who drew first blood. But this clash was far from over. Andrea Farina tried to add a second, but blasted over. Benny Gearbock, who donned the number 5 for Ashburton after they had been short on players, added a vital goal, possibly the game breaker, to go 2-0, as Moreland had still yet to register a threatening shot on target. Mohamed Al Gharabi was the next unlikely goal scorer on the score sheet, making a delightful run from the defence to soon make it 3-0. Time was quickly ticking away, and Moreland didn't seem like having an answer for Ashburton's match play, so knocking the ball around like champions and moving around in great positions too. Mikel Giotta, the beneficiary of Ashburton's movement, scoring unopposed at the back post. As the pressure was completely off Ashburton, they could do as they pleased, taking shots from everywhere. Lorenzo De Paris pulling alcohol into a fine save. Benny Gearbox darting strike just missed the near post. Quite a poor performance from Moreland, who had their best chance at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit out of shape, but I can still play futsal, and yeah. So it was a good game. We won. They didn't score, so that's a good result.
The next game on the card was sure to be an entertaining one, as the Vic Vipers hosted FC Essendon. FC Essendon, a South American-based team who like to move the ball around, as do the Vic Vipers, so this game was going to be all about possession. Pep Tran there finding some space down the sideline, getting a shot away, but didn't trouble the keeper. But Adam Cooper, on the other hand, his strike hit the foot of Maxi Abram, and the goal was credited to the lanky striker. Vic Vipers went 1-0 up at half-time in a dour first half. A free kick from Essendon's captain Alex Cobo didn't trouble Kieran Pates at the near post, but after they resisted the Vipers' attack for so long, the brother combination of John and Jason Barrientos broke Essendon's backs to make it 2-0. Johnny Barrientos got a goal of his own, running straight through the heart of the field. His toe poker gave Jairo Lucas in goals absolutely no chance as the Vipers raced to a 3-0 lead. And then the 3-on-1 counter-attack, Johnny Barrientos claiming his second. The ball just got over the line past Lucas. The 3 points were going to the Vipers beyond any reasonable doubt. With the 3 points all but over, the Vipers continued to pepper Essendon's goal, but Lucas was staying strong. Johnny Barrientos, the last strike of the game, couldn't end up in a 5th, but it didn't matter because they grabbed the win.
At half-time, what did he say, Milton?
Just stick to the game plan. We were doing well, we were rotating, we were opening up. We found out that they weren't following our players, so that's what we tried to do, and it worked.
You got Nando here being a clown. You obviously miss him, but he's obviously still around the boys?
Yeah, I wouldn't miss him that much because we played a lot without him, so it was pretty good. But yeah, it's good to have him around. It makes the boys happy, smile, and it's always good to have him there.
The last clash of the night was quite an entertaining one, as Brimbank, who have newly entered the top 8, went up against Hume FC, who were looking to keep in the running for the championship with Ashburton, Metropolitan and Pascoe Vale. But the opening of the first half didn't go to script, as Mark Borchett, the little striker for Brimbank up forward, made sure they went 1-0 ahead, and Hume had to bounce back early. They were gifted a window of opportunity. An own goal from captain Fikret Kausovic, an unlikely mistake by the wily defender, made sure that the scores were locked up at 1-1. Moe Tankia with a very silly back pass across the deep fell to Adam Alasevic, who missed the near post. But there was no missing from close range for Matty Vajovski, who made it 2-1 up after a matter of minutes. And there was more good fortune to come for Hume, as that deadly combination from last season, Vadim Mazuski and Matty Vajovski, paid dividends. The score was soon 3-1. And with the multiple goal lead, Hume were playing with a newfound freedom. Ahmed Azam latched onto a brilliant ball from Cheyenne Rashidi, who had just been recruited a couple of rounds earlier. Brimbank found a way back into the game, although unknowingly, Mark Borchard's deflected goal made it 4-2 at half-time. At the start of the second half, Brimbank aimed to continue their momentum, Eric Hamray being denied by a great save by Ferdy Goran, and Mark Borchard was on the hunt yet again, linking up with Hamray with a fine finish, one of the goals of the week in the top left corner. But just as Hume seemed they were going to be in trouble, Vadim Mazurski was involved in a Hume goal yet again, setting up Ahmed Azam with his delightful ball across the goal mouth. Moe Tankia, who streamed forward for a rare strike on goal, got this one under the goalkeeper. John Italia had no idea as that ball rifled straight under him. Hume stretched their lead even further. Shane Rashidi decided to get in on the goal action to extend the lead to a further 4 goals. The score was now 7-3. But Brimbank, who had hit some recent form of late, weren't going to die wondering. Adam Alisevic scoring a fortunate goal through the legs of Ferdy Goran, an uncharacteristic mistake by the Hume keeper. Alisevic, who was holding the ball up yet again, couldn't get past Wezikul Kuluglu, and he ended up giving a foul away to Mazurski, who was given the ball and was rewarded a goal. What a way to cap off a brilliant return.
We're here with Vadim from Hume. 8-4 victory, mate. Must be pretty happy with the performance.
Yeah, it was a very tough game. Our guys did well. We scored 8 goals. We just scored 4. Unfortunately, we had a bad game in defense. We need to practice a lot to how to defend properly against good teams. And win 3 points. We're still in a champions race. Good for us.
There it is, ladies and gents. Round 7 is done with. A welcome return to the game for Vadim Mazurski. It's great to see the Hume legend back out there. Let's take a look at this week's results. Brunswick, Pascoe Vale and Metropolitan all grabbed wins, as did Ashburton and Vipers. Both 4-0 wins over lower ranked opponents. Hume, no surprise, 4-goal winners over Brimbank. And there were massive movements in the ladder this week. Metropolitan and Ashburton swapped from 2nd and 3rd position. Brunswick and Brimbank swapped in 6th and 7th position. And more importantly, Moreland and Fitzroy swapped in 8th and 9th position, Moreland dropping into the relegation zone with Mickleham, Essendon and Carlton. Taking a look at the top goal scorers now, it's young Matty Vrajovski from Hume leading the way on 14, followed by Sofyan Sufi and Tomo Grigic on 12. Ali Redzepovic and Jose Portillo aren't out of the race by any means on 9 goals apiece. Taking a look at the round 8 fixture, the clashes not to miss are Pascoe Vale and Brunswick. Both teams are in red-hot form and will fear each other. Hume and the Vipers, that deadly top 4 rivalry continues, and Essendon and Mickleham, a bottom of the table clash, could prove vital in the relegation battles later on in the season. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gents. Let's go to Goal of the Week.